was kind of worried who you were going to say were your two favorite content creators. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to cause more drama with the follow-up question. so you said me and Pathfinder, like, that's fine.
It's Fenora and Reminex, and she's obviously going to be the top. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. She's obviously the top.
There we go. Yeah, I should probably do something about that. All right, so here's how this is going to work. I made a list of questions ranging all over the place. Like, all over the place. And we're gonna start a clock for 2 minutes. And Prplestiky has 2 minutes to answer all of these questions. I did test these out on my wife to see if they came out about 2 minutes, and she had to race through to make it in under 2 minutes. So the point here, Sticky, is not to explain yourself or anything. It's to try and get through these as fast as possible, kind of just throwing out whatever comes to mind first. And then afterwards, we'll circle back around and talk about some of the more interesting things. But really, you should just think of this as like speed dating with no opportunity to go home with me. Starting with question number 1. I'll read the question and then I'll hit start on the clock. Are you ready?
Ready to do it? Yep.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate yourself in the bedroom.
8.
Favorite TV show?
It's Always Sunny.
What's your biggest regret in life?
Waiting 9 years to marry my wife.
Giving or receiving?
Giving.
It's the holidays, don't get lost here. How many relationships have you been in?
6.
You're going too slow, pick up the pace. Worst purchase in MSF?
Everything.
Guilty pleasures?
Alcohol, drinking.
Name your 2 favorite content creators.
Run 7 and Pathfinder Gaming.
If Pathfinder Gaming and Run 7 were a couple, who would be top?
Run 7.
Favorite character in MSF?
Omega Red.
Most embarrassing moment on stream?
God. Anytime I do pull-ups or push-ups.
What's your dream job?
Dog walker.
What's your favorite video game?
Secret of Mana for Super Nintendo.
Pizza or burritos?
Pizza.
What's the best compliment you ever received?
I look better than Pathfinder.
What's the worst insult you ever received?
I look worse than Pathfinder.
Burgers or hot dogs?
Burgers.
Favorite movie?
Starship Troopers.
20 seconds. Who are you closer to, your mom or your dad?
Dad.
Would you do a one-chip challenge?
Yes.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Who is your biggest rival in MSF?
Pathfinder Gaming.
And with 5 seconds on the clock, do you put out on the first date?
Absolutely every time.
Got it with 4 seconds left, everybody. That's right. Prplestiky, I will jump over into your stream the next time you're on, and I will be gifting to your followers 5 free gifted subs. So thank you for that. That was a lot of fun. I got to learn about you. So tell me about your relationship with your dad. You're closer to your dad. Is there a reason? What's going on with your family life?
Yeah, no, I mean, so yeah, I'm fine with my mom. My dad is physically closer to me, just geographically. Thank you for the gifted subs, by the way. Very kind of you, Ron. I appreciate it. So physically, geographically closer. So I just see him more often.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with mom. Yeah,
I see.
She's like 2 hours away, kind of deal. So often see the pops. He's right down the street. Watches the dog, does a little dog sitting for me and the wife when we're headed out of town and all that. So we just see him more often. That's really it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you're married, but you waited too long to do it. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say I waited too long. I am very deliberate. Well, I will say that I waited too long. I did wait too long.
Don't get yourself in trouble now.
I'm very slow and deliberate in decision making. To a fault, I would say. So she was an incredible woman. I don't know why I waited that long. We've been together, going on 9 years or going on 9 years, whatever it is now. Been married since October 1st of this year. And yeah, just beat around the bush. No reason to. She's an incredible woman. Should have done this years ago, but here we are. It's all good. We got it done now, so.
Okay, and you said so I see your dog on stream all the time. Is that your baby, or do you have some kids as well?
We do not have children yet.
Okay.
So we'll see. Whatever the future holds, I can take it or leave it. Whatever happens. But for now, yeah, that's my little baby, Linus, and then we got a cat, Luna, who's around here somewhere.
Oh, okay. Now you said you were in, was it 6 previous relationships? Is that right?
Yeah, that's a rough guess.
Rough estimation. So you weren't like playing the field. Are you like a serial monogamist?
I tend to catch feelings. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying I'm not potentially there for a good time back in my old days, but like an actual relationship, like I'm gonna put the effort in and stuff like that. So that was always more important to me.
He's deep, everybody. He's deep. He's got that sensitive side.
I am kind of sensitive, so I hide it well.
Tell me about this rivalry that you have with Pathfinder Gaming.
Oh, it's all love. So somewhere along the line, the last couple of weeks, Pathfinder Gaming decided that he was going to attempt to trash talk, which is cute. It's cute, right? We got like God love him. So yeah, no, it's all fun and games. And he decided he wanted to throw his hat in the ring as far as who could get the best Death Scourge run going. So I've had to put him in his place.
Now, you guys were literally next to each other on the leaderboards of 200,000 players, and you guys were literally next to each other on the leaderboards.
Oh yeah, I got the screenshot from Pathy. He's like, suck it, Sticky. Sent me the screenshot of his new score, blew my old one out of the water. I was like, damn man, I gotta go back in. I don't want to do any more Scourge runs. Finish my run using the exact same Scourge amount as him, did it a little bit more officially, and posted directly one spot above him on the leaderboard. So I gotta tell you, send that screenshot to him with me sitting on top. If you're wondering who's gonna be top and who's the bottom, that screenshot says it all. So that was a fine moment for me.
Well, that's cool. And where are you going with your content as a content creator? Like, is Marvel Strike Force the end all be all, or is this a practicing platform for you? Like, how'd you get started and where are you going?
How'd I get started? So I've been watching, I did not watch a lot of Twitch up until like probably right before the pandemic, obviously being stuck at home, just looking for stuff to do, playing a lot of MSF, enjoying it, and kind of got into the community and stuff through that during that time frame. I don't know. I just why did I decide to do it? I just decided to do it one day. It was like I feel like I have some level of value. I feel like I'm at least moderately entertaining, moderately good at the game. I have maybe some perspective that some people might value. So I just decided to jump into it. And after the initial kind of a couple weeks of like nerves and being a little bit awkward on stream, I think I've really found my groove. Yeah. I've been loving it, man. So at this point, it's just something that I look forward to. Hopping on, if I'm having a bad day, I hop on stream, and in an hour into it, I've totally forgotten about whatever is going on that day. So I've really enjoyed it. Don't plan on quitting anytime soon. That being said, I also have no expectations of this. I've got a 9-to-5. This is not a career that I'm trying to make out of this. I do it because it's fun. If more comes from it than that, that's fine, great. But I do it because I enjoy it, and I've been having a blast. So the day this stops being fun for me is the day I stop doing it. But right now I'm having a blast. Yeah.
Now, did the pandemic affect your IRL career at all, or did you just like move to working from home like a lot of us?
Yeah, no, it didn't affect me at all. So I hate to say it, like this is gonna sound really bad. It was kind of a boon for me actually, like having to drive to the office, spending money on gas and everything like that. I worked remote, didn't skip a beat. I work in the healthcare industry. I'm not patient facing. I'm not clinical, but they needed as many people as they could get during that time to help with various things. So yeah, I went from having to drive to an office every day to working from home, and so yeah, it really didn't affect me at all in that way. More of just the mental thing of being stuck in the house, right? That's the thing that got to me, feeling disconnected from everything and a little lethargic, just sitting in the house all day, nothing to do, nowhere to go. So Twitch was a good outlet for that, but career-wise, really no impact on me.
It was amazing how many people turned to Twitch and video games and stuff during the pandemic. Careers were made on Twitch because of COVID, which was kind of a weird thing when so many people were like at home without a job. And yet there's people who were like, oh, I'm just going to start playing video games for a living. So you say this is just a fun thing for you. What is your favorite thing to do on stream? Is it Crucible stuff, or do you want to actually go away from MSF and stream something completely different? Like, you're a pretty fit dude. You could make a fitness channel or something, right?
Yeah, no, it's really just right now it's the Crucible stuff that's a lot of fun. That's kind of my bread and butter at the moment. It's kind of I feel like what my audience enjoys the most. We get really hyped up about it. Chat gets excited. It's just fun. Those are the most exciting streams, and those are the ones that I want to do, that I enjoy doing the most. Because let's face it, like day to day, unless like you have your skits and your bits and stuff, like I feel like that's what you really need. Like you've got it on lock, right? You have awesome bits, content, defense up. Like that keeps an audience engaged and entertained for several hours. I really don't have that. I don't do anything like that myself. So it's really like what's going on in the game at the moment. And day to day, when like Crucible's not going, there's really not that much going on, right? It's like I'm gonna do my raids, I'm gonna do a war attack, I'm gonna do a blitz rotation, and then I'm just sitting there like thinking of stuff to talk about. I'm just not as creative as you, I guess. So, but Cosmic Crucible's a blast, man. I love it. I have a lot of fun with it. Chat seems to really enjoy it. We make our YouTube videos during that, do a little trash talk, all in good fun. And it's a good time, man. CC's popping off, and it's like a party in the channel, man. I love it.
I'm liking your thumbnails. You're getting more, and you're like trying new things with your thumbnails. Because I watch everybody, and I love watching content creators as they develop and hone their skills and everything. And I'm watching your thumbnails change and stuff, like your latest Crucible video. You know, you're putting your face on some of those memes and stuff. And I think they're really funny. That one where you were on the guy fishing and everything, it caught my attention. And so that's interesting. And speaking of being a little artistic with what you do, you have an MSF or a club MSF video, which is one of the first things I ever saw. It was kind of weird because I was watching that video, having not really known anything about you. Like I heard your name a little bit or something, but I had been kind of running around on YouTube, and I found that video and I was watching it. And after I finished that video, I go over to Discord and saw that you had sent it directly to me. And it was kind of weird because I just responded to you, and I told you right off the bat, I was like, I want to be a part of anything you do from now on. Because it was entertaining and it was an original thing, and it didn't require you to be good or bad at Marvel Strike Force. It was just something for the community to enjoy. So are you gonna have any more of that kind of content coming out?
Yeah, I really am excited to do more of that stuff. I tell you,
the correct answer was yes, Run 7. I'm going to make you more videos.
Yes, Run 7, yes. I can't even begin to tell you how much work went into that. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. So whatever I do moving forward, and I would like to do more of that content, is going to be dramatically scaled back. That was an unbelievable amount of work, and to be quite honest with you, it has to be a fun passion thing where I'm enjoying it and feeling creative about it, because the return on like viewer numbers on that video and subscribers just doesn't, the math does not equate. So more stuff to come, but it's going to be reined in a little bit. But I have some skit ideas. I'd like to get you involved. I'd like to get Way Too Raw involved. I think I got some characters that you guys would be great at. So there's some stuff popping around in here, and hopefully once the holidays chill out a little bit, we'll get back into that and bring some more content, because I like doing it. It's fun. Yeah.
Are you getting burned out because of the holidays? Because I know I came up with this great idea that today was going to be my last stream and everything, and I was like, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, let's go on a break for a while.
It hasn't been so bad. Not really. I also I don't have kids or anything. I'm not having family over for Christmas. I don't have to go out of town. We're literally heading over to my wife's parents' house. They live 15 minutes away tomorrow for their big Christmas Eve party. We'll have some food and some drinks, hang out with the family there. Then Christmas Day, we're gonna stop by my dad's house and have dinner with them and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty low key. So no, I'm good. I'm in a unique position where I kind of not having kids or anything. I kind of have a lot of free time, so I'm good. No real responsibility on my shoulders. But I understand, we got all these events going on. You got Death Scourge going on. You have coordinated assault, all this stuff that the game demands of you. And so for people that are entertaining family members and have kids and have places they need to be, it's got to be absolutely exhausting for you. So I feel you on it, but I'm just kind of it's just another day for me, honestly.
Well, that's good. I'll get out of your way and let you make some content and entertain me for a while because I'm absolutely burnt. These interviews can be exhausting. That's why I wanted to try this 2-minute drill one because I was like, let's get as much out of it as we can in 2 minutes to make it simple.
That was fun, man. I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I didn't embarrass you or offend you with too many of these questions. I was kind of worried. Like I have written down here, name 2 of your favorite content creators, and and then the next question was to use those 2 content creators to see if they were in a couple who would be on top, right? And I was kind of worried who you were gonna say were your 2 favorite content creators, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to cause more drama with the follow-up question. so you said me and Pathfinder, like that's fine.
It's Fenora and Reminex, and she's obviously gonna be the top. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. She's obviously the top.
There we go. Adjustment to question number 8. There we go. Oh, all right, man. Well, hey, this has been great. I'm glad I got to know you a little bit here and take up some of your time. And I hope that you do make some more of that content. I understand that takes a ton of time. I put out a 2-minute video every morning, and that takes me almost 2 hours to put it together. It is kind of brutal to do that. And so like that Club MSF, that was like a 17-minute video or something. I can only imagine that had to take you more than a day of editing, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I couldn't. Not only was the project itself extensive, just collecting even just the clips and watching the streams and finding the funny moments and like trying to even coax them in chat to say certain things in a certain way without them knowing what I was doing and clipping it. On top of all of that, I have never used Illustrator before. I had never used any sort of video, like real video editing software before, so I'm learning all the programs. It was dozens upon dozens of hours to get that done, man. I'm glad I did it, but man, that was a trial by fire.
Well, well, everybody, Prplestiky is putting in the work for you. He's not letting anything get in the way of his content. Gonna keep bringing it strong for all of you viewers who want to be entertained by this man. And believe me, you are very entertaining. I appreciate it. I'm having a great time with you in our little Cosmic Crucible chats and stuff. Watching your back and forth with Pathfinder is hilarious to me. So I will continue watching. And as long as you continue streaming and putting out content for me to watch, I think it's great. So thank you again for joining me and sharing with us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man, of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor, Ron.